Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an in-depth tour and explain some of the most common train classes that you're likely to expect on your next trip to India. I estimate that I've been on around 30 to 40 different trains throughout my travels in India, and I've been on some of the nicest where it's basically like an airplane. You've got reclining seats, sometimes they give you food, and I've also been on some of the cheapest where you don't necessarily even have your own seat, and oftentimes they're overcrowded and a little uncomfortable. If you've never been on a train in India before and you're looking to book your first ticket, it can be a little confusing at first because of all the different classes. You have first class, third class, AC, non-AC, executive, general, and the best way to familiarize yourself with them is to simply just Google Indian train classes, and you find a million articles explaining every single class there is. But today I'm going to be giving you guys a video tour of some of the most common so you can see what they look like, and I'm going to show you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. So it looks like there's 8 berths in this train. Some have 4 seats, some have 2. I'm in C for Cody. And here's my bunk here. So I actually have this place all to myself. There were 2 people last night when I got on in Mathura. They were here and they got off in Lucknow this morning, and I just kind of threw all their extra bedding over here. But now for the next 5 or 6 hours, this place is just mine. So as you can see, there's 2 beds here on each side, 4 in the whole berth, and normally there's 6. So like one's down here, another's like here, and then the third one's here, and then there's like never enough room to sit up when you're laying on the top bunk. Also, there's locks. You can lock the door, which is kind of cool. And you can also lock it open if you wanted to as well. There's this little lock on the top, so you can lock it in the open position, which the people did this morning and then left it open while I was sleeping, and that was kind of annoying. I had to close it. But you also have these curtains for privacy. You have roll-down shades over here, so the light doesn't bother you while you're sleeping. Or if you're like at a station and you don't want people like looking in on you, so you have that as well. Everybody has their own light, like a reading light, which is adjustable maybe. The position, not really. You can change it by like 5 degrees, so not much, but you have your own reading light. Everybody has their own plug, 1, 2, 3, 4 plugs for your power, which normally in like 3AC there's maybe 2 for 6 people to share. So this is a little nicer. And then also you have your light here. You can turn that on and off. You also have your blue light, so at nighttime you can turn this on so you can still see, but it's not like terribly bright. But also the bed can fold up and lock into place up here. And then you have a nice couch with armrests. So I'd say the mattress is maybe a little bit more comfortable than 3AC that I'm used to. However, the main thing is it's longer, because normally in the 3AC, normally there's 2 bunks over here on the side, on the opposite side of the car, and then the hallway, and then the other bunk on this side. So we have this extra room for this like stairway going up to the bed. Normally you have to shimmy from one side of the ladder on that side and then up to your top bunk over here, which is kind of difficult sometimes. And then also with me, I'm 180 centimeters tall, or like 5'11" tall. So my feet are like hanging out in the aisle, and people are like walking by and like hitting my feet as they walk by, which is uncomfortable and unsettling, waking you up in the middle of the night. But here you have all this extra room to climb up and all this extra headroom. You can actually sit up. I can't sit up fully, but it's much more comfortable. Also, they do give you pillows, nice comfy pillows with clean pillowcases, also clean sheets, blanket, pretty warm blanket, and also we do have heat coming in here as well. It doesn't feel incredibly hot coming out, but this is pretty warm compared to 3AC, and definitely much warmer than the sleeper class. Also, they give you a towel. I'm not sure why they give you a towel, to wash your face or something. Normally they put the sheets up here, like the brand new sheets that you can use for your beds when you first come on the train. But I always get the upper bunk, and I always put my valuables up there. I throw my main bag with my clothes and everything down underneath, and then the thing with all my money and passports, my main camera, my expensive camera, I throw up here. so it's next to me, and also my power bank and everything, because I usually don't have my own plug-in for power. Alright, let's head up the stairs. Got a little grip right here, although I found using this is a little easier. Let's measure this thing, see how much it is. So like I said, I'm 180 centimeters. My head's right here. And I've got room to spare. So maybe 190 centimeters or so. Also here in what I see, they have this kind of material that extends up to the wall here, so your phone can't fall down or anything like that. Which my phone has fallen in 3AC before down below to the next person. So I'm going to show you guys the bathrooms. They are not 100% clean though. They clean them at the beginning of the journey, and then they don't clean them until the end, so they just slowly get a little dirtier and dirtier. Alright, let's check out the toilets. As I said, they're a little dirty, but anyway, you have a mirror, sink, soap. They have a soap dispenser at least. I don't know if there's actually soap. Let's see. Oh, yes, there's soapy water. Squat toilet, a little dirty, as I said, and a bidet. And then we have Western style toilet. Sink, mirror, toilet paper, toilet, and bidet. Goodbye, Varanasi.
May I have your attention, please? Train number 0102
6. That's me.
Ballia, Dadar from Ballia to Dadar via Prayagraj Junction, Itarasi is arriving on platform number 1.
Okay, bye-bye. See you guys. A1. This is me right here. And I'm in seat number 44, which is on this side, so I'm at the very end. So I'm on a trip to Gujarat today, and I'm in 2AC again, but this time I'm not in the main berths where I'm usually at. I'm over in a side berth across the hall. So these main berths over here, they have 4 usually. Right here on the end of the car, it has just 2, and then it's got these curtains that close, privacy, but still you're in a room with all these people. But this one, you have a little bit more privacy. The bed is much narrower compared to this one. This one is longer and wider, and this one is definitely more narrow. And then the length, there's privacy curtains here so I can film in privacy. The length is about 180 centimeters, which is my length, so not too bad. It's also got this kind of wall right here, half wall, so that people don't hit me when they open the door when they're coming in and out all night. But compared to those ones, this one's a little bit more private. It's definitely smaller, but you have your own curtain. Got curtains here. Got my own charger. So, not too bad. Got my own light, pillow, blankets. Pretty cozy. So this is how you make your coffee on the train. I have this electric heating rod. If I touch the bottle, the metal bottle, it'll shock me. Get a little Nescafe. Go. Nice coffee. So during the day, you can also convert these to seats as well. So I'm going to test that out and see how that works. Alright, so I removed all the blankets here. And then you just take this top pad, drop it on the side. This slips up here. And it locks somehow. Oh, there we go. Locks. Comes up. Got a little hole right there. So these side berths are usually reserved for people with RAC tickets, which is reserved against cancellation. My friend and I both had waitlisted tickets, so we didn't have like confirmed seats on the train, and then they moved us up to RAC status, so both of us had to share the same berth. So my friend was sitting over here, I was sitting over here, and we were gonna have to share for like this whole 24-hour trip or 26-hour trip, but somebody left and she was able to get a bunk further down in the car down here, and then I had this one to myself all night pretty much. Journey, and a lot of people have gotten off the train, so my friend said there's a bunch of empty places down by her, so I'm gonna go join her. So this is the standard 2AC berth, pretty similar to 1AC. It's a little more narrow, and then also it's not as long because the 1AC has steps that go up to the top bunks, and this one you just have the ladder like you have in 3AC and sleeper class. But the beds are pretty wide, they're longer than sleeper class a little bit. Like I said, I'm 180 centimeters and there's enough room. Also we have curtains here. 1AC has the doors, but this one just has curtains, which is good enough. Also everybody has their own light and electrical plug-in, so you can charge your phones and your laptops if you need to. Also we have a mirror, these little hooks for storing your jackets and everything. So overall pretty comfy. So in 3AC and sleeper class there's 6 bunks, and so since there's only 4 here, there's a lot more headroom, because normally it's one bunk at the bottom, another one down here, and then the third one's up here. So there's like barely enough room and you can't even sit up. But here, I'm sitting here and I'm about touching, and then also it's a little less over here where your head is when you're sleeping, but still just enough room to sit up, so pretty comfortable. Also we have some nice cold air coming out right here as well, which is kind of nice. It is AC class, so we do have AC. Back. Okay. Take it down. Do you want one? Just, okay. Yeah, you'll try.
Too hard, I feel. Thanks.
4-bed there, 20937 to Delhi. Alright, so this is sleeper class. This is the cheapest, most economic berth that you can get on a train in India that actually has beds. So there's 1AC, 2AC, 3AC. The AC classes are the fancier ones, and then below that is sleeper class. So right here you have 6 beds. These beds fold down during the day so people can sit and chill or eat. And then you have these like chains right here that come down to hold them up. So 6 beds. It's similar to the other classes, to 30AC class, in that 30AC also has 6 beds, but not as fancy. There is only one plug here. You notice there's 6 beds here and only one electrical plug for everybody to share. And my berth is actually right here, and that one doesn't actually work. I tried it, it doesn't work. So I got my phone charging over here right now. Also, compared to like 3AC class, 2AC, 1AC, there is no actual air conditioning. There are these fans though, they don't always work. However, I tested these ones out. This one does actually work, but definitely not as comfortable. Also, these windows don't always close all the way, so in the wintertime it can get pretty cold. Let's test out the bed and see how comfy it is. So you have these metal bars here so you don't fall down, which is nice. This one, you actually have this mesh right here, so you can actually see into your neighbor's cabin or chat with your neighbor if you want. And then just like wood, cheap, thin wood. The other classes have actual walls that go all the way up, like 30AC, second AC. Let's try and lie down and see how comfy this is. So I'm 180 centimeters, my feet are over the edge just a little bit. My head is like right there, so not super comfortable. Also, there's no pillows or sheets or blankets included. I'm just using my sleeping bag as a pillow up here. The other classes, first AC, second AC, third AC, they all include blankets and pillows. Also on the AC classes, you usually have like a table right here, like a nice table that folds up and you can eat or work with your laptop or something. And then there's usually like a, sorry, ouch, I just hit myself in the chin. Also, there's usually like a little shelf right here where I usually put my bag. I have my bag with all my money and my camera and everything. And I'm usually up on the top bunk, so I usually just throw my bag right there while I'm sleeping. So let's check out the bathrooms really quick while they're cleaning. This is the first origin station, so they're clean at the moment. Here's the squatty potty. And then to wash yourself, you fill your little bucket with water and wash yourself. There's no toilet paper. And then we have a Western style toilet, which I haven't seen on all trains, but they do have it here. And then same thing, you fill up the bucket that's attached to the wire with water and wash your bum off. Also a little sink here. And a sink in there, right here. Alright, E1. Looks like E1 right here. Executive AC. So I'm leaving Khajuraho for Bhopal, and on this one I'm trying a new class I've never had before, CC class, which is like an AC chair class. There's the general class seating, and then this is the AC class seating, so it has like nicer, comfier seats I think, maybe less crowded, and my own assigned seat. So it's only a 6-hour train, so it's not too bad, but we'll see how it is. Coach C1, berth 39. This is C1, and nice.